It's the NFL on EA Sports. We've got J.K. Dobbins. He's coming off a great week, reaching triple digits in yards with a collection of touchdowns. It's the Lions and the Chargers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Strap in, this will be a good one. 2-1 loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league. Now in his 5th year at quarterback. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. They'll look to throw here on first down. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that would draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On the slant, he's got Davis. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The Lions at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the play.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here we go. Here we go.
First down. Here's Burrow. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You guys see this offense try to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Go. 11, left.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times 2 interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They lost 2, and it brings up 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out. 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Looking left outside. He's got it. Complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be fourth down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here's Jones on the return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 44. A pass there over the middle to start things out.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down. Here we go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On 2. Go.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first here.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining.
11 MPs, hey!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on the quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go, set.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And Detroit back in possession of the football. But partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll look to throw.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he'll plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw again. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to run.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw here. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it?
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, hit jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to think about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
Think about all the... he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. 2nd and 11 now. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense what we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help and break this streak of offense?
Under review.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field
So the
stands.
challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here we go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Dobbins. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
For Marshall, that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Hold them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Dobbins is in for a Lions touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there is no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Well done to snip that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
3rd down, he'll give it back. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Down left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the slant, he's got Davis. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. But now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now at Ford Field. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
11, Thomas. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 68 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. The offense on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to get a nice long soak in the hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Lions will take over. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Come on, ready?
Burrow will throw. He gets it left side to Johnson.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Here we go.
Option play, Burrow holding on to it.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now Burrow.
He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Burrow looking to pass. Touchdown, Chargers. From 8 yards out.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Marshall. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll set up to throw. The open man here, Renfro. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Back to Renfro again, complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Ready.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll go with a keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. The try here for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
So the Chargers now down by 7, 1:16 remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down.
11 MT, 11 mighty, 11
Now Burrow.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Here we go.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Here's Burrow.
To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Give him fresh set of downs.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
11.
Burrow.
And this is going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Finding Schultz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
That's caught again by Schultz.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone wants to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game.
To throw, Burrow.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
Here we go.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Burrow.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for the Lions, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.